Well, congrats to Miami. You know, they are an outstanding, old, experienced basketball team. They have elite level guards. I know we haven't played everyone yet. We have one team that we haven't played, but that is the best backcourt that we've played against. They're all really good ball handlers. They're elite shot makers. They can create off the bounce. They can shoot it with range. They can get mid-range, and they were able to do it all tonight. You know, we dug ourselves a hole with the turnovers once again. You know, coming into the game, we talked about that we have to be strong. We have to value the ball. If we do that, we'll get good looks, and it's just a matter of knocking them down. When we did that, we got good looks. We shot 48% from the field, but it was just entirely too many turnovers. You know, that's an area that's plagued us all year, and it showed up again tonight. And so that was, I think, one of the big differences of the game, the turnover margin. Questions?
Jeff, you've talked before about how in some games you felt like teams weren't pressuring you guys as much, and that kind of helped you guys in the turnover situation. Miami seemed like they were pressing you guys all night. How do you kind of get your guys to respond better in those moments?
Well, that's what they do. That's what they've done all year. It wasn't just to us. That's what they do. And so we tried to talk about it and showed them some, a lot of tape and talked about the areas of opportunities that were open. We just weren't strong. We just weren't strong with the basketball. We were too loose. We told them they were going to reach, they were going to gamble, they were going to shoot the passing lanes. But if we're strong and we're able to work to get open and make strong decisions and passes, we'll get wide open looks. When we did that, we did get wide open looks, but we didn't do it enough. Way not enough.
Jeff, did you get any word on what Mo's injury was?
It was a sprained wrist. There was no structural damage from the x-ray that we took. He came back out, obviously, and played the second half, but he was in pain, and so I took him out and just decided just to get him some rest and try to get him ready for next week.
Jeff, did you feel that the game changed, that they maybe started to get more downhill when he went out?
Well, obviously, when he picked up his second foul, that was a big thing for us, and the injury right there, we didn't know. I think the game was closer then. We're a different team when he's out of the game for us. You know, he can protect the basket. He can also, space it on offense with his ability to shoot the basketball. And so we are a different basketball team. That was a big blow for us, but they were getting downhill even before that at times. The big thing is just the turnovers. Like, we have to be able to correct that. I know the team will play next week, will pressure the heck out of us. And so we have to be able to be stronger in those situations and make better decisions.
How do you kind of approach next week you've had a lot of games in consecutive days and now you have a week off?
It's welcome. For whatever reason, I don't know, it seems like every year our bye is at the end. And I think, again, I'm not making an excuse. I know we are a tired, banged up basketball team. We have had a lot of games. We really haven't had many off days since we played Syracuse here. I think we've had 2 off days since then. That's been a long time. We've had these games. We've had makeup games. We had a game push because of weather. And it's been a lot. And so this will be welcome for us. This will be very, very welcome. We can give our guys a chance for their bodies to recover, mentally to recover, and to get away from basketball for a couple of days. We'll give them Wednesday and Thursday off, just besides only coming in and getting treatment. And then we'll get back together on Friday and start worrying about us for a couple of days. And then on Sunday, we'll start diving into our opponent.
Jeff, you've talked about telling your guys certain things in advance of these matchups and it not showing up in the game. Does there seem to be a disconnect at all between you and your guys?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess turnover-wise too. I mean, there are factors that can cause it. They were pressuring you guys. Like, I mean, what from your vantage point, what do you think was behind most of them? Did there seem to be a certain carelessness? Was it
not good decisions? Not meeting the basketball, not passing when guys are open. Just bad decisions. I think it was a lot of different things.
Jeff, what's an answer that you could point to on defense when, Miami's guards are as explosive as they are and they can push you off the ball? How do you better defend against that to kind of limit their ability to create the offense?
Well, we have to have great help. We have to be in the gaps. We have to have a lot of talk. You have to have pride individually. You have to have all of that. at times when we've done it, we've been really good, but we didn't do it tonight.
Miami was playing pretty good defense, sped us up a little bit, threw us out of our comfort zone a little bit, but, that's no excuse.
John, it seemed like early on they were working really hard to keep you from getting the ball. What were they doing that kind of it disrupted the rhythm from getting you more chances early on?
Same thing every other team is trying to do, just playing physical, I recommend them when they're great defense they're playing, front end with the help side. So, just playing physical, just trying to do what they best they could do.
After you guys won three games recently, you guys felt encouraged, optimistic. What do you think was hindered you to keep that momentum going?
Honestly, that's a great question. I think just teams are out playing harder than us, but I think we're going to be good. These last 2 games, you just got to pick it up and just keep fighting.
John, there were a bunch of possessions where Miami was getting cutters to the basket and getting open looks and dunks on you guys underneath. What are you guys saying in those moments, or trying to stop those opportunities, especially you, Mo, and Noah, whenever you guys are trying to work the paint?
You just got to guard your man, stop getting face guard. That's the only thing you can say. Just keep battling. That's the only thing you can say.
John, how, if at all, did the game seem to change in the first half when Mo went out?
It changed a lot. It's a lot. That's scoring right there. That's a big piece of our scoring and rebounding. So it's a big drop off. But like I always say, next man up.
John, Coach said that you guys are a tired team right now. You haven't been through a full grind, full season like this before. Do you feel like the legs are heavy? Do you feel tired?
I'm tired physically, but you got to keep going mentally. You can't let the physical tiredness, outweigh the mental. So you just, we just got to keep pushing through. Even though everybody in the country's tired, every team in the country's tired, we just got to keep pushing through.
What is it y'all turn? You talk about pushing through there. What do you guys turn to in those situations? Like, if you're down early and have to fight back, if you're feeling tired, like, what do y'all turn to try to push through in those situations?
Just win every 4-minute mark we can, just go out there and win. Try to compete.
Miami's got, brings a different look of 4 guards and a forward who really kind of also helps stretch the floor. How do you guys plan for that? And how many times have you seen that in your playing time? Was that unique to something that you faced?
No, it's just regular basketball, It's regular basketball.
What do you think were the biggest problems defensively for y'all tonight?
We couldn't stand in front of nobody. The help side defense wasn't there. Just everything defensively wasn't together tonight. On ball pressure talk, help side talk. We wasn't together.
What's the mood of the guys in the locker room overall?
I think guys are disappointed, but just ready to finish the season out. I guess that's the only thing I can say. I don't know.
Jeff's talked a lot about you guys showing up, and being able to, to stay focused even when you guys have suffered some rough losses this season. What's been your outlook on how you guys have dealt with some of your tougher losses? This one have a pretty large margin, but you guys have suffered other rough losses and seemingly bounced back before.
Just stay together, just keep trying to just fight together so we could just move on to the next game and just execute the next game.
We've talked with Coach Capel a lot, or at least the past 2 games, about how there will be certain things that he'll stress with you guys going into a matchup, and those things don't end up happening that way on the court. Like, those would be the areas he told you all to focus on, be areas that y'all end up struggling in. Like, what as a player do you think maybe leads to that?
Guys just want to do their own thing and not listen to what coach is telling us, I guess.
Has that been something that you've noticed more over the past couple games? Has it been something you've noticed over the course of the season?
No, not really.